Buffalo is going to win it home.
Kick your heels up and shout.
Let's see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl, yeah.
Now, baby, come on, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
And we're back. We're back. You know, you see, the losses and people dropping like flies, Mike. We losing fans left and right. You muted.
They ducking from the smoke. They ducking.
They ducking the smoke, or I don't know. The Bills on bye, so I guess we on bye too. So but we back with another great show. Me, Mike D, we here, 2-man in it. Shout out to Priest, shout out to Matt. Matt had got a good excuse. Matt went down to the game. Matt, getting off the flight right now. He's traveled to Atlanta. Obviously a disappointing outcome. We're gonna talk about it. But shout out to Matt, shout out Preach, wherever y'all doing y'all thing. We're gonna hold it down for y'all. And before we get into it, Mike, how you doing, man? How you doing? Let's talk to the people. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Yesterday was a rough night. I was playing Matt in fantasy in both the leagues we in.
Whew.
So his brother league and then the league that I will run, the real man's league. I smacked Matt in his brother league like 190 to 120. But right, that league is not. It's important. I won that league 2 years ago. It is important, but being bad in that league is no consequence. You just go on to the next year. Being bad in our league is consequence. And I lost the map by 0.5, bro. And now it's not looking good. Bills lost. I lost in fantasy. Bad day.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I'm the opposite end of that. I got a late win of the fantasy. Shout out to Nut. Pause, but I got a late win. So,
he was sick.
He was sick. He called me today. Shout out. He called me today tight. But before we get into all of that, I'm doing great. Shout out to everybody watching. Keep coming in. Shout out to Buffalo fan base for this collab. Go follow and share, and do everything you can for the Buffalo fan base. Shout out to 26 shirts as well. But our presenting sponsor for every show is AOG Cigar Lounge, located at 3495 Delaware Avenue. Is where you go for all your cigar needs. It's a dope lounge. We got definitely a dope little joint where the contest every other week we give out a free month pass. We can go get cigars, a bucket of beer, all type of dope stuff. So shout out to AOG Cigar Lounge. It's a vibe. Shout out Preach and Matt. They was there last week with some fans, so it was definitely a dope vibe over there. So definitely shout out to AOG Cigar Lounge. Go support them and go become a member.
Facts.
All right. We also want you to go, we trying to grow the YouTube. We trying to figure out something we're going to do when we get to that 500. We're going to figure it out. We might, I don't know. We got to figure something out, but definitely go subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's definitely in the link below if you're watching it. And definitely try to grow our subscribers. So we start every show with a quick question of the day. And I want to talk to Mike specifically because, Mike, he called. I guess I would say you a realist fan. I guess leaning towards more so on the pessimistic side of it. I'm more optimistic or something. So we gonna see. We gonna bad cop, good cop this. So this is my question. It might be strong, but sometimes after a Bills loss, some fans be like, "It's over, blow it all up."
Yo, over. They be like, "It's over." I'm not.
So now 2 losses, I can only imagine. So my question to you, Mike, and everybody in the comment, definitely put in the chat, please. We're gonna put all the comments on the screen. It's gonna be anybody at any comment. We're gonna talk to y'all. Come on.
Yep, interactive.
Is our Super Bowl window closing? Few years ago, it was kind of wide open, right? Josh, Diggs, fly offense. We got our defenses match. It looked like as wide as anybody. Defense is a little younger, not as experienced. Offense, we don't got the top wide, whatever it's called. Josh, Josh is still Josh MVP. But do you feel like Super Bowl window is closing? I guess is that the question?
I won't say it's closing. I think the Bills can still win the Super Bowl. I think the Bills can still win the Super Bowl.
Never, Bob. Never.
Never. For how they are constructed. The issue is that the way they play, it has to be almost perfect. Like I said, the Bills like to play a low event game. They want to win the turnover battle. They want to win time of possession. It's almost like how the Dolphins I've never had a Dolphins play with Tua, but how they are, like, right? You gotta play almost perfect. If anything go wrong with Tua, it's bad news bears. And with the Bills, my complaint with Joe Brady had always been, even when Diggs was here, like I need Brady to show me that he can have a passing offense with Josh Allen, not just like orbit motions and you go throw the ball 2 yards to Shakir and he breaks some tackles. That's cool, like that's good. Josh Allen, you want him. You don't need sugar high Josh all the time. But I compare it to Mike Tyson with his haymaker. I compare it to Tiger Woods with his driver. If we not gonna allow Josh Allen to be able to throw the ball, or not even allow, but enable him to be able to go downfield too, along with the other things, you really not you limited him and you limiting your potential. So the window is not closed, but to win it is going to take like real complementary football, and everybody gonna have to play great. And if you have a jet sweep fumble, if you have a tip pass, if you don't win the turnover battle, if you get some bad calls go your way, like the Bills will be in tough.
I hear you. Let me put up Lou comment. Lou says, shout out Lou. He said, close as Sean McDermott as head coach. New stadium calls for change. It seems new leadership.
See, I'm not even all the way that this is McDermott's fault. Like McDermott can go. Like, I called you 7 years ago and said McDermott could get fired after the snow game, and I was fine with that. But for me, it's like, what y'all want him to do? Like, at least with Joe Brady, it's like we got Keon Coleman. Like, he is trash, bro. Like, he is just a jump ball, and that's a low percentage pass. Josh Palmer, like, yeah, he had 2 catches for 60 yards, but his over-under was 18 for a reason. Like, he's not the guy. We got Elijah Moore out there. We got Shakir, who's pretty much a running back in the slot. Like, we don't have the best weapons for Josh on that offense, and Kincaid was hurt. So when it's that offense and I blame Bean, we got Trey White as corner. You got Bernard, who's not playing great. You got Al Oliver hurt. They just came back. Daquan Jones hurt. Like, I don't even really blame McDermott fully for what's going on with the issue with the Bills.
Yeah, but if it is an issue, I'm not saying it is. Right? I'm not saying, but it is. Somebody got to get the blame, and it's going to be him.
That's facts.
Right? Because he already fired the OC. He fired the officer Karen Mills season before. Now my taking is that I don't think Pagula really got it in him to fire McDermott. Right? It's he got the Sabres, he got the Bills. I don't know his other ventures, but the Bills is probably one of his most successful ventures he's had.
I think the Bandits.
The Bandits is great. So let me shut up about the Bandits. Bandits is the best Buffalo team of all time.
Yeah.
But the Bills, just having a successful NFL franchise. I mean, obviously ideally we want to have a Super Bowl, but having a successful the Buffalo Bills, obviously we haven't been good since the 90s. It would be hard for me to, the guy who ended the drought. I'm not saying he shouldn't be fired. I'm not saying, I'm just giving my take on if I put on Pagula hat. I don't see him doing it to either one of them. I just don't. They gotta like miss the playoffs type stuff. It gotta be that extreme. Maybe lose to like, I don't know, a rookie quarterback or something crazy in the playoffs and I still might think he might give him a year to figure that out. So is our Super Bowl window over? No, I don't think so. Right? I think Josh Allen is MVP level quarterbacks. He's probably some random ones here and there, but mostly all of them have gotten to the Super Bowl, went to the Super Bowl perennial playoff. It's just he's that level of quarterback. He's entered that room. Nobody wanted to enter. He's definitely one of the best quarterbacks that never been to the Super Bowl, if not the best quarterback that never been. Shout out Lamar Jackson, people like that in that room too. But he's too good. He's too great to not constantly have an impact, especially when the playoffs come. And I think, it's hard to say we're waiting for the playoffs because you can't, in the NFL, you can't. You have every game matters. Every game is almost like a playoff game, especially, so it's difficult. I would say no, it's not open, no, it's not closed. But I would say Sean McDermott, as far as the fans, not Pagula, as far as the fans, I think they're starting the timer on.
Yeah,
I think the timer is starting for Sean McDermott.
Agreed.
But whether you agree with it or not, I think the fans might, and I think that potentially Pagula might move if everybody's screaming, the media screaming it, the fans booing or something like that. But I'm not. We far away from that. But I think it's still open. But we'll see. We'll see.
My thing is this: is maybe it's a combination of Bean or McDermott, right? I don't know. I know Bean picked the players. McDermott got to coach them up. But for the last two drafts, the Bills really have not had a playmaker come and contribute. Whether it's the Coleman, Bishop, TJ Sanders, you got Landon Jackson, you got Harrison, he's hurt. Landon Jackson, TJ Sanders, Walker, who's on IR, he hasn't done anything. Like you had these people get drafted and no one is contributing. Deion Walker, he played good, he played decent last night, but McDermott said like he learned some hard lessons like that last night, so he probably made some mistakes that we just didn't see. But when they check the film, he probably gonna want some plays back. You got Jackson Halls, who's like a saving grace, and he just like almost another lineman. Like you don't have any players from the last two drafts that's coming in on a cheap contract and really contributing. Kincaid finally starting, and even that's limited.
And that's 3 years ago. So this.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying. And we'll see. I mean, we're gonna talk about Brandon Bean. We're gonna talk about
that's another time.
We're gonna talk about a lot of that stuff, but let's go. Let's recap this game, right? Let's go straight to the game recap. The Bills lose. It wasn't. They kind of got close here and there, but we was losing the whole game. Start off 7-0. What was the end of score? 24-7-14. That was the end of score.
24-14.
24-14. The Atlanta Falcons. That they was playing like the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Falcons. Bijan Robinson. We went down there. We got scraped. We got scraped. They looked like the better team at different aspects of the game.
They did.
It's just a whole lot of going into the bye, coming off the loss to the Patriots at home, going down to Atlanta. A lot of us thought we was going to rebound and have a stronger showing, especially the offense, right? Because the defense, we're going to talk about the defense, they had some ups and downs, but they did what they could do, I think, for what they have. But the offense, man, they didn't show up at all. More turnovers, more penalties. Josh kind of looked lost out there sometimes as well, too. So what's your overall thoughts? You want to go to, let's go blame pie. Let's go blame pie. So we can, divvy it up of who are we blaming for this loss. Everybody in the comments as well. Let's go blame pie. Who do you blame for this loss? And it could be anybody. So Mike, you can go first. Who do you blame for this loss? Blame pie.
Trey White always gonna get a piece of pie as long as my kitchen is open. Pause. And he's my a starting cornerback on my team. Even if he wasn't his fault, I don't care. Like Drake London, 16 targets, 10 catches. How many yards he have? Drake London had 158 passing yards.
A lot,
bro. No other receiver caught a ball besides Drake London. You got Drake London with 10 catches, Bijan Robinson for 6, Kyle Pitts for 3, and Tyler Algier for 1. That's what everyone that caught a pass. 4 people, and really just one. You telling me that we could not stop one person? So I'm gonna give some of that to Babbage too. Like that's one thing that Belichick, even though I give him, I talk shit about him. One thing that he was great about was taking away your best option. Like you're gonna have to beat us another way. Like he didn't just let one person come in there and catch 10 passes, 200 yards, and that's it. Like, no, you gonna have to go to your third receiver, and if he gonna beat us that day, he gonna beat us. So I'm gonna give it to Trey White and Babbage. But I mean, all the corners can get some. The safeties, bro, we have the worst safeties of all time. Taylor Rapp should be benched. Bishop need to get benched. Poyer had to come in there and save the day. Our linebackers, once Bernard went out, we played better in the second half. But I'm never blaming the defense because they scored 24 points at the end of the day. That's all we can really ask for. If they don't score over 30, I expect us to win. But on offense, I'm going to blame that O-line. I'm going to blame Brady. I'm going to blame Josh because we knew that the Falcons was going to send 6 every passing down. We didn't run the ball with James Cook as much. Allen wasn't picking up, wasn't directing the O-line to make sure we had the right protections, and our receivers weren't getting open when it was blitzing. So I think the offense deserved most of the blame because, come on, 14 points is crazy. But the defense definitely gonna get some of that because you can't allow 2 players to destroy you like that.
Yeah, I've been a kind of a Brady kind of somewhat stand on this, but this is the game where I can't do it. I can't. Brady, I think Brady had his worst game maybe as a Bills play caller. It was that bad. I would say him not having Kincaid, I guess, all right, we want to have some type of sure, but because I would say this because Kincaid is our man beater, which is crazy enough. Like if we need somebody to get open one-on-one, he's the only one that can do it because Coleman can't, and Shakir, he's more of a get the ball in his hands, let him do some type of play. Yeah, and then Palmer is probably the second best at that, but he got hurt, so whatever. I give him somewhat of a bell, but still, the game plan whatever the game plan was, didn't work. It was ineffective. Josh, it was like Josh didn't have the answers, and then Brady didn't give him any either. It wasn't no easy.
Yep.
What's that easy button? What's that easy play? What's that easy play? That easy passing play? What was that? Now I know a lot of it could be Kincaid, but man, we gotta figure something out. Dawson Knox is there, like use James Cook in the passing game. Why is James Cook on the sideline? Why is James Cook not being used in the pass line? Where's the all right? I'm not mad at him for having all these packages. It's fine. And then because you can, as the season go on, you can shrink them, take some stuff out, and then you can get down to your best. But when you keep, subbing it into everybody, everybody playing 60% of the snaps. There's no real rhythm with Keon. There's no rhythm Josh have with Keon because he's in and off the field, right? Cook and not getting real because they in and off because he's trying to figure out what formations work. And it's been working the last 2 seasons, so I'm not trying to poo-poo, but sometimes I want him to be like, all right, let me not rely on that. Let me just press this James Cook button. Let me get James Cook the ball. However, screens,
exactly,
whatever it takes to get him the ball. Let me just try to give him the ball. Let him make a play. We see how Bijan was used last night everywhere. Like now, James Cook is not Bijan Robinson.
Nope.
But he can do a bad impersonation if you let him. If you figure something out, you know what I'm saying. If you can figure it out, let's use our running back like that. He's fast. He's quick. You know what I'm saying. So I think Brady really. A lot of talk was about the offense the last few weeks, and I think he just didn't show up. He just didn't show up with his team. Even with the play action, as soon as Josh turned around, somebody was in his face. So Josh was never comfortable. He was never confident in nothing. And the best plays was kind of, when we was running the ball with James Cook. But after a while, if you're not converting, if you can't put the ball in the air to think the defense is going to beat you down the field, he wasn't popping those 40, 50-yard runs. It was a hard game. It was the offense was just a hard game. And I think Brady obviously is the perfect time for a bye week for me because he got to go in the lab and figure things out. Self-scout, figure things out. Kincaid get back healthy. People gonna come back healthy. Palmer gonna get back healthy, but still, you know what I mean. You can't look that inept. 14 points against the 40. The Panthers put up 30. The Panthers 30 zipped these guys.
Yeah,
we points against them. So I think Brady definitely need to figure something out. And I feel like that was his worst coach game, worst play call game probably of his tenure.
Bro, and the Falcons, you can tell they aren't ready because they don't know how to even win yet. They had no clue how to win that game.
They tried to give it to us so many times. It was like, oh, okay, y'all supposed to win, so y'all supposed to win, so take it. Take the win. Y'all supposed to win, take it. And we just like we ain't won it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy enough, Crazy enough.
Yeah.
All right. So Blame Pie, you mostly was O-line.
I'm mostly the O-line, Brady and Josh. Like Josh got to figure out a way to make it happen. I'm always going to lean on. I need Josh to figure out a way to make it happen because he the only one that matter. Like everybody else can go. Everybody else can go at any point, at any time. The players, the coaches, Terry Bagula, y'all can go. Josh is the only one that's staying. That I care that stays. So I need him to be the one to always figure it out.
And last week, obviously, I came down. I said Josh had a C game. Obviously, he didn't. He had another maybe D game this game. But he throughout this, he does have these type of dud games where I don't know if I don't know. I'm not saying the pressure or he just don't have it, and it just looked like. And if Josh don't have it, it's no really game plan to be better than that. The defense, we're not in a season where our defense is going to win games for us. That's just it's just not. Yeah. We're just not there. That's not what it is no more. Like that used to be the case at some point in Josh's tenure, but that's not the case now. And the defense holding the team to 24, 25, low 20s is a win. That's a win for us. And if our offense can't go over 25, 20 to 30 points, then that's going to be a problem. I think we got to figure that out in the bye week. So we can move. You have anything else you want to take from this game? Anything else far as that you didn't talk about that you want to, talk about?
I guess the take from the game, nothing on offense. I don't think anything on offense. But I think our linebackers, I think Dorian Williams and Shaq Thompson might be our best linebacker duo right now.
They tackle. I'll tell you that much. They can tackle.
And Bernard he get caught up in the walls so much. Like he's a smaller, like he made big plays, and I do like that, and I do appreciate that. I say I take that, but you got to be able to make just some regular plays too some of the time, and he just get caught up in the walls. He can't shed blocks. If he on a center or the guard, like it's over. Like they moving him out the way, and like Dorian and Shaq, like they tackle, like they hit the gap and they tackle, and then that's one reason why we held them to 3 points, in the second half. Yeah.
Should we move Bernard to the safety? Just replace him with Rap and just say Rap just play six special teams.
Or
like what can be made? Because last year I remember we brought in High and he just stayed on the practice squad. And I honestly, this Poyer, when we bring, I think they're just trying to coach him. They're just trying to get a cheap coach. I don't know what because I don't think it's no way Poyer is planning a plan, or High was. I don't think it was a plan for ever to get him on the field. I think they're trying to help put these guys along, help a Cole Bishop, literally practice squad, trying to get these guys, to the next step. So there's no cavalry coming to help Bishop or Rap, and we definitely don't. And honestly, I do not. If we ever see him, I don't want to see Hamlin starting. You know what I'm saying? It's just a morale. I know he's become a mascot bigger, but it's a morale lowering thing for me if I see Hamlin out there. It's just like it's just like, oh my god, like how it's a joke.
How did you end up here?
Yeah, it's just a joke. So I don't want to see Hamlin out there either, because I know for Bishop is just faster, more athletic than him, just at the bare minimum. I know it for a fact. But nobody's coming to save them. Nope. Right? We don't have it's them are the guys, right? Maybe I don't know what safeties out there that you can go pull from, or I'm not sure. But Brandon Beane I know Brandon Beane is going to be trying to figure out a trade for the secondary. Rather it's corner, safety, maybe even just an extra linebacker because they getting hurt. We'll see. But I know Brandon Beane is definitely not. He's not a guy that's sitting there. I think he's on the phone often, look for things, trying to improve his team for sure. But I definitely believe. I'm about to see Lou right here, Bang Pie. But I definitely believe Brandon Beane is looking to make a move. I just don't know if it's a move out there to be made that's going to.
It's too many though.
Because
too many
if you want to make a move, this is the perfect time to make because you want to buy. If you get a new safety, you get somebody. If you get something new, a new receiver, a new safety, it's a perfect time because you can bring them in and they can have a full 2 weeks of practice or whatever. We can have a practice to assimilate to the game. So if a move is going to be made, I think Bernie Bean is on the phone trying to make a move right now for this bye week. That's all.
Well, what's the move? I mean, you may not make a move at corner because you do have Max Harrison coming back. That's but like fact. I told Matt last week, like, I mean, are we really about to in our Super Bowl window? This has always been my issue. This is my issue with Gabe Davis. It's not that Gabe Davis was bad. It's you in a Super Bowl window, you can do better. Like you don't just have to have Gabe Davis as your second wide receiver. It's no law. You can go get whoever was on the market. You can go trade for him. You can get better. Are we really just gonna say, well, Max Harrison will come back and that's who's going to be during our Super Bowl window? Maybe he might be great. He might be terrible. I don't know. Like so, like wide receiver. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know that because let's just go look to his recent moves, like mid-season move, right? Because I remember a few years ago he brought in Rasul Douglas, right? That helped. I mean, that was an upgrade. That helped. That was great. That helped us a lot. Last year he brought in Amari Cooper. That did not help. So it just didn't help. It just didn't help. So I don't know what type of receiver, like say a cornerback is. I'm not a cornerback or just safety, somebody who can just play back there. Just that, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who that is. You know, I think it's probably some guys out there, but it's a lot. I mean, if you go throughout the league, Detroit, the Ravens, like the Colts, the secondary is just decimated. A lot of places. You know what I'm saying? So. I don't know who's out there. And the wide receiver, too, is like a lot of teams are going to be looking for a wide receiver. Do you feel like a wide receiver into this room is going to change anything? For me, I just feel like the way Joe Brady calls and how much he has different, how many different packages he have. I don't know if one receiver, unless he's a straight up alpha, is going to come in and change anything for our offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, say if you go get a Jacoby Myers. He gonna treat Jacoby Myers like Joshua Palmer. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna treat, he's gonna treat him like it ain't gonna be like, oh, he's Diggs now, because he was treating Diggs like
I think, like
that's why Diggs wanted out of here. That's really what it was. Diggs like, all right, this is a new offense. This is not what I signed up for. I want the ball. That's really what it was. And Joe Brady was like, we got a new thing. Everybody eats. This is a new thing. So I don't even know if a number one receiver isn't going to change our lives that much, because Joe Brady has a way of calling plays and he has packages, and that's what it is as of now. That's what it is.
Yeah, I agree. My thing is, if you look at what happened with the Bills season the last couple of years, and last year, when you get down to it, what was the issue they lost? Why did they lose? I guess that's Brandon Beane always say. He always look at the last game to see why did they lose. They was definitely hurt on defense, and it was Elam and Douglas, and corner hurt them. But when the Bills needed to make a play and they needed a wide receiver on the outside, they just didn't have anybody. Like if it wasn't for James Cook going crazy, like the Bills were struggling against the Chiefs. To just make some plays. Like Cook just made some all-time plays in that game, and they kept us in it. But when Josh Allen when we had the ball against the Chiefs the last 2 years, down 3, and came away with 0 points. So at this point, it's like, even if you go get a corner, I'm not expecting you to stop the Chiefs from getting 30. I need you to get 31. And right now with this offense, from what the Patriots did and what the Falcons did, teams are gonna go play man from us, and they're gonna double Shakir, or they're gonna sit on our inside, and they're gonna dare you to beat you with Keon Coleman and Palmer. Okay. I'm not looking forward to seeing the Bills go through the playoffs with those options at wide receiver. If you go against a team that can play like the Falcons did.
So you saying we should have drafted Xavier Worthy? That's what you said.
Listen, that's what I said. That's what I said the day after. I'm like, I can't believe y'all traded him to the Chiefs. Like, we need speed. The Bills have speed nowhere, not on defense, not on offense. There's no speed on that team at all. And I just don't understand the build of it.
Yeah, I think definitely speed. I think that's I think Brandon Beane knows that. I think that's why he was so sensitive to the wide receiver conversation in the offseason.
It looked bad right now.
The Stephon Diggs trade, and then just he know with the Keon Coleman draft pick, he still have a maturing to do, and we're not in that less. I'm not gonna say we're not in that less mature rookie, but we need ready to go vets now in this window we have.
Yeah, let's go.
Right, let's go. We at the doorstep of a Super Bowl, and we're trying to mature Keon Coleman. You know what I'm saying? As the number one receiver, we're just like, oh my God, he's not right. He's clearly not. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Josh going to play better. I think the offense going to play better. I think James Cook will get the ball more. You just have to give him the ball more. He's the best player on offense, not named Josh Allen. So I think Joe Brady has to know that, and we got to figure it out. And shout out, what's this? Lou, he said rumor has the Chiefs or Chargers trying to trade for Breece Hall. I mean,
I'm not worried about the Chiefs and whatever running back they get. The Chiefs didn't run 3 Super Bowls without having a great running back.
Yeah,
I'm scared of Worthy, Rasheed Rice, Thornton, Hollywood Brown, and Kelsey. That's what I'm scared of. And Mahomes running for 70 yards a game.
Yeah, Mahomes.
That's what I'm worried about.
Mahomes rookie. He rookie Mahomes right now. So
like the Chiefs was trashed for 2 years and went to a Super Bowl and won one. Now they look like they might be back. And like the Chiefs is like one of the few teams that's trying to still go deep. Like they say, you guys want to play two shell, fine. We're gonna
because they experience that. They try to like, all right, we are playing 2 shell. Let's keep it short. Let's do the little.
It's hard to win like
that.
It's
hard to win football, and they wasn't running the ball well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What makes us a little more confident because we got James Cook. He seems a little better, but it's still hard football, because explosive plays. If you talk to any coach, I mean, just talk explosive plays is what you just need them. Yeah. It makes the game easier. And obviously, that first drive of the game, 50-yard bombs to Palmer. We scored easy. Like we in the red zone. Josh in the red zone is just, you know what I mean?
He's deadly. Yeah.
So trying to be perfect, trying to be methodical. Yes,
7 yards. 6 yards.
We can do it on a worse defense. But if anybody get hurt, if Josh have an off day, like you've been saying, is going to the variance, the floor lower, our floor lowers on that. We become a lower floor team, and we're trying to be perfect. So I understand that. I think Joe Brady is good enough to understand that too. We'll see coming off this bye week. I think it's a perfect time for the bye week.
It is. It is.
So. All right. Okay. So a few questions. We be out of here another 10-15 minutes, but let's see. What do you want to see out of the bye? Right. This is our bye week. I forgot who we playing after the bye?
Carolina is in the Chiefs.
In Carolina, right? We going to Carolina?
In Carolina. Monday.
So we're going to Carolina.
Sunday at 1.
It's a 1:00 game. We feel like we've been playing prime time all year. But it is expectations. We got it. So primetime game. No primetime. 1:00 game coming out of the bye. Carolina. It's definitely a get right game. Shout out to Carolina. They are 3-3. They're playing better. The defense playing a little better. Bryce, Ted. They got some boys. Rico Dotto.
They Falcons light. I mean, Rico Dotto not Bijan, but he going crazy.
He going crazy. He's going crazy.
Not Drake London yet, but he going crazy.
And Bryce can, when he's good, he can,
And Bryce is Penix.
You're right. It's a very similar team. So what do you expect coming out this bye week, and what do you need to see to hire our confidence back in our team?
So I need to see a James Cook 40-yard run.
Okay,
that's one. We haven't seen one of those in Jets game, Saints game. When the last time James Cook had a long run? He been this close about 3-4 times.
Yep.
But it's like 9 yards been like his longest run, really. 10 yards. Like we need a 40-yard run. So to get that back, because if we're not gonna give James Cook the ball in space, like a screen or a wheel route,
anything,
running back option, if we're not gonna pass him the ball and let him get in space, I mean, we can't just live with his 6 yards being his longest run. I mean, he's a great back, but he's an explosive back, and we need explosive plays, and that's really all on explosive play. So I need to see a James Cook run. I need to see. I want to see Dalton Kincaid get 10 targets. Like, I get it. Everybody eats. Did you see the Chiefs' new slogan? The EGE.
What's that?
Everybody got to eat. That's the Chiefs' new slogan. Yeah, EGE. Everybody got to eat. But the thing is, even with that, Kelsey's still gonna get eight catches. Hollywood Brown just had like 9 catches. Right, Xavier might get 6 catches and a couple jet sweeps. So yeah, everybody eating, but everybody like the Bills. Everybody snack. Everybody get like 4 catches, 3 catches, 20 yards. I'm looking for a game where it's like, all right, I need Kincaid to get 10 targets and have like 100 yards, because I think that's gonna be when we struggle. Just focus on one person. Like we always. Well, not we, because I wasn't even close on this. But people complain we forced the ball to Diggs. No, we forcing the ball to Keon Coleman. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna be the only person that says we keep forcing the ball to him, because he's not open at all. Anytime we throw him the ball, it's because Josh Allen is forcing it to him, and it's always a jump ball. And I'm looking for just Kincaid, like, all right, bro, if you open, I'm coming to you. And so, and that's it. So I'm looking for that little philosophy of, yeah, we want to spread it around, but if we have a guy that's open, if we have a guy that's just better than everybody else, we have a guy that's beating the other team over and over and over and over again, don't just spread it around for the sake of it. Just give it to the hot hand. And if I can see that Brady can make that switch, Josh can make that switch, I feel more confident going forward.
I think I agree with you a lot. Could we talk about how bad we are? Can we be honest? That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Shout out Sam on the 19th hole. Shout out to Sam.
But this is what I'm gonna say. Shout out to McVay. Shout out to Shanahan. Shout out to just these guys. Their guys is on the field. Like they're running 12. They're Devontae Adams, Puka, Kyron. Then you might switch here. It's like they have starters and then there's backups. We're in a full committee with everybody.
Every position.
Our running backs in the committee, our tight ends in the committee, our wide receivers in the committee. Everybody's in the committee role, and it's cool. Everybody eats. I get it, sure, but we need to see who is our best 2 to 3 receivers. Is it Keon Coleman? If it's not, sit him down. I don't care. If he's not one of our best 2 or 3 receivers, sit him down. If it's Palmer, Shakir, and Kincaid, that's what we're rolling with. Let's just go. Yep. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go. Let's get
70%, 80%.
Yeah, let's give all these guys 7, 8, 10 targets a game instead of 4 or 5, and nobody. It's like I don't know. I think that worked last year, so it's kind of like I get it. It worked last year. It worked as good as it did last year. Got us the AFC Championship. Sure.
Yep.
However, we need to see more Cook. We need to see more Kincaid. We need to see more Shakir. And if Coleman only can do jump balls, bring him in on a goal line and give him a jump ball. Besides that, it's quiet. And Preach, shout out to Preach, because Preach said he went to the training camp, and he came back and he said Keon Coleman ain't it. He said he ain't it. Right? He said, now game 1 against the Ravens, he had a great fourth quarter. And
garbage time.
People took that with something, saying, all right, maybe he is coming into zone. But then fast forward, last week he missed the first quarter because of some disciplinary action. We'll see. I don't know. Things happen. Fumble. This game, bro, like, I don't know, bro. I'm trying to use my words. You know what I mean? I just Preach usually more harsh, but I'm trying to use my words, bro. It's like if you're not good enough, bro, just sit him down. Like put Palmer out there. I'm fine with Palmer, bro. I'm fine with Palmer. I'm totally fine with that.
Just play him.
If he's not good enough, just play Shakir, Palmer, and Kincaid. Shavers fast, the fastest one. Have Shavers out there just to run down the field or something. I don't know. But I want to see more. Whoever is our best 2 or 3 guys on the field more. And let's roll. Let's go.
This team,
That's how I feel.
So frustrating, dog. This team is so frustrating because I'm glad Savers made the team. I wanted Savers to make the team, but making the team and playing 40% of the snaps are two different things. It's like every year the Bills fans. I'm not putting this on the team because the team doesn't act like this. But every year the Bills fans have a favorite in training camp. One year it was like the running back from Australia or wherever, the rugby dude. It's a quarterback.
And Dreesen last year.
It's always somebody that the people love at a training camp. But that don't mean that they make the team and then they play. And Dreesen not playing 60% on defense. He's a special teams. Bro, Savers, granted, no, we had some people injured, but Savers play a lot, bro. Like he's out there a lot. You 14, see him I see 14 a lot. I'm like, is Sammy Watkins back? Is that Diggs? Like, who is 14 and why is he in the game? I see Jackson Halls. I see him in motion a lot. Like I get it. Like he's a better, 5th, 6th lineman. I get that, but still, like, bro, he's not.
Well, there's no reason you should play him, Knox, and Kincaid.
Yeah, like come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Like, what are they doing? Like, come on, bro. One should be a back. Literally, like somebody get hurt. Okay, you win.
Yeah, you win.
We play all of them like in one drive. It's like
all the time.
We can see 20, 30, 40 players in one drive. It's like, yo, let's just pick the guys we like and let's go. Let's go, Brady. Let's go. That's what I want to see. I want to see consistency in our personnel and let's roll. Let's go. Let's go.
Give me Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on the field 100% of the time. I don't need like, granted, we don't have those guys, but I don't need my best guys off the field. Like that's something that Priest got mad at Diggs at, and Diggs was at least still playing like 70%, 80%.
Yeah, but he just didn't want him to take breaks. Like, you gotta take a break. You gotta know how to pay to take breaks.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Now we got Shakir. Shakir can run routes, and we literally relegated him to just orbit motion. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Let him play receiver,
come on, man.
So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, I guess, a more condensed playbook.
Yeah.
Just a more condensed playbook. I'm 6 weeks. You got 6 weeks of film. Let's condense this playbook. Let's condense this personnel, and let's roll. Let's play with more consistent guys. That's what I'm looking for.
I like that. That's a good point.
I got a few more questions. Then we can get out of here. Okay. So I guess overarchingly, I wanted a lot of fans to answer this, but do you still believe in the combination of Bean and McDermott? Do you still feel like they're going to get it done? How they coaching, the players he's bringing in, is they still the formula to get this done?
It's tough because McDermott, why are you here? Like I said, I gave Belichick. I say he's not the GOAT. I said I like my coaches like Andy Reid, Bruce Arians, but that's just me just being a contrarian. Even though Tom Brady is like the majority of the reason why they won, Bill Belichick won games constantly for New England. Like, even Brady had a great game. You saw what New England would do to opposing teams on defense, and you knew, this is Belichick. This is Belichick. This is his game plan. This is what he's doing to this rookie quarterback. This is what he's doing to Peyton Manning. He's taking away your best option. He's taking away your best 2 options, and now you have to go beat him. And Belichick was great at that. And with McDermott, like, I mean, he fooled in the playoffs. Mahomes, he fooled. Burrow, he fooled. Like, yeah, he's great coacher. He's a leader of men. But when I need you to make some stops, Spags is kicking your butt. Andy Reid out coaching you every week. I got Vrabel in competition with you. So in terms of that, like I don't love McDermott, but he's fine because I got Josh Allen. So it really don't matter who my coach is. But with Brandon Beane and what he's been doing with these players that's coming in, I know I've been like one of the few that have been complaining about him the last couple years in the draft and like, yo, what are we doing? Like, are y'all cool with this? And we always like, no, let's wait and see. Like, he might be fine. He's good. Like, but I think what he's doing with Josh Allen and his offensive weapons since we last had John Brown, Manny Sanders, Cole Beasley, Diggs, a young Gabe Davis, Singletary and Moss. Since we had that team, he hasn't gave Josh Allen any great weapons in 5 years. And I think that alone, he should have been lost his job.
Woo!
Like, come on. I like Bean. He's a gunslinger. He can go make some moves. But bro, like you have to.
So you
Josh
saying
Allen
more?
weapons.
So you're saying another trade should have. You thinking like because obviously draft you need to cultivate these guys, and we're not. Well, he traded away Xavier Worthy essentially, so maybe he could have, and he could have drafted Ladd McConkey. He could have drafted it was other people in that area that you could have drafted. You chose.
Yeah.
So you feel like it's a combination of a lack of trading for that key guy, or the draft picks just haven't hit the way you wanted them to hit to help Josh? Because I mean, Josh Allen MVP relying on a rookie is always going to be, iffy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, we Super Bowl bust. You want me to mature Keon Coleman? So, where are you coming from? You think a move should have been made? We should have secured a number one option for Josh by now. It's been this year 3 without Diggs?
I think when Diggs was at the number one option, I think we should have drafted a wide receiver in the first round, second round, third round wide receiver. Like he don't even take third round wide receivers. We gotta wait until the 7th round to take wide receivers. And I think him constantly chasing defense and trying to lock up the defense because we have Josh Allen. Like we got Josh Allen, so he gonna make everything better. I think that alone is it's a bad philosophy. I think I never liked the point that Josh Allen won the MVP because he was doing the most with least. And for me, I don't need my multiplier. I need my multiplier to multiply something that's already like 90%. Right? When Derrick Henry get with Lamar Jackson, they both get better. With Joe Burrow get Jamar Chase, they both get better. Like it's not like, well, I got Joe Burrow, so let me just go get somebody third string wide receiver, and Joe Burrow gonna lift them up. It's like, no, I'm gonna give him the best receivers that I can, and then they both gonna go for 5,000 yards, 2,000 yards. Stafford and Cooper Kupp. Like when you get those quarterbacks with those wide receivers, is you exponentially better on offense. And I think that we've been asking Josh just to lift up these Jags, just a guy for the last 3 years since Diggs left. And even Diggs was a little towards the end, he was slowing down. But since Diggs left, we've been asking Josh just to lift up his receivers. And I think we're doing him a disservice.
All right. I mean, that's a hard take. You said Bean should have been lost his job.
Bean get fired after, like, come on, bro.
And what Bean we don't trust. I mean, I'm more of a fan of Bean fires. I like because a lot of our talent is homegrown, and I think that matters. It's cheaper. Like we got cheaper talent. We get people on discount. We got a lot of people. We get them pay them early. I think how he managing that stuff is good. But like you said, the high end talent, that Stephon Diggs trade was a savvy move. It was a savvy, great move.
What happened to that guy?
And I don't know. Maybe he can't. He can't keep pulling it off. Maybe that was the thing. Maybe that was our window. We supposed to win it there, and it didn't happen. We'll see. I still believe in Brandon Beane. I still think he can get it done. But the Keon Coleman pick, as of now, Jank, it looked like. Yeah, I don't see it getting better.
It's not looking good. Not looking good.
Yeah, it's not. But we are on our bye. We did have a contest last week. I don't have all the particulars, but I do have the winner. I have the winner. The winner of our contest of the AOG contest is Robert Fogley. I believe it was a gift card, $20 gift card, 50. I believe it was a $20 gift card. So Robert Fogley, if you listening, if you see this, my guy Matt is gonna get you your contest, get your winnings, your contest winnings. Yeah. And obviously this will be on a bye week, so we don't have a contest this week, but we'll be back next week with a new contest with a new score prediction. And definitely get this running. So shout out to AOG. Always shout out to AOG for helping us next week. I think we alternate. I think Matt said we alternate. Every week we go with gift card and then we go with a free month subscription, to the lounge. I mean, you can't. I don't know if anybody. I don't know any other podcast giving out, stuff like that, man. Shout out to AOG for definitely blessing us and blessing the people that watch, blessing y'all. So Mike, anything else you want to tell you about the game? Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? And leave the guys. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you want to leave the people watching. If you want to leave them with is kid good worse, or do you feel like it can get better? What's your thought?
Two things. One, maybe we could still have a little contest. I'm not sure how we could do it, but like put your trade predictions in the chat. Okay. And if one of your trade predictions come true, maybe we could get them on the pod. Have them come on for an episode.
I like that.
If you win, if you like, the Bills gonna trade for Chris Olave and they do it, come on the show. After one of the games, maybe after the Panthers game, come join the pod.
Good looks. I mean, I like that. I mean, Chris Olave, definitely. I'll take Chris Olave. Right. I'll take Chris Olave the second. It's probably gonna be like Calvin Ridley and get the last half a season of Calvin Ridley. But that's what we probably looking at.
All right.
But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what Breen gonna do. Right. I think he might just want to get healthy. I think that might be his answer. Like, I think we might be good.
I think Gabe Davis might be his transaction, his mid-season move. Bring him once he get healthy. Bring him back up. I mean,
that means Coleman gone. If Gabe Davis get on the field, I do not need to see Gabe Davis and Keon Coleman on the field together. If I see Keon Coleman and Gabe Davis on the field together, we might lose a season, bro. That is bad.
Bro, you just saw Jordan Phillips, Jordan Poyer, and Trey White, bro. It's not 2017. Like, why are they still? But in terms of the Bills, like, while I am, like I said, a realist, harsh. I watch a lot of football, so I just watch the Bills. I watch other teams. Like the Bills, the old Bills that I fell in love with, that I thought would win the Super Bowl. They don't play like that anymore. But right, they lost 2 games in a row the last 5 years. This is not unfamiliar territory. We still won 14 games last year, 13 games, whatever it was. Like the Bills probably still gonna win the division, right? McDermott, he's a great coach. Come out of bye. I think he's like undefeated. Like, so we probably beat Carolina. You get Carolina. So we probably want to focus on the Chiefs during this bye week too. The Chiefs Bills game is always close. We normally win in regular season. There's a good chance we'll win that game, and right, we get back on a winning streak. I think Josh Allen trusting Brady and not forcing passes, and guys getting open that have been turnovers down, get Cook running again, get some guys back healthy. Hoyt, Ogunjobi, those guys will be back after the bye. So I think the window's still open. We probably still gonna win the division. We probably meet the Chiefs in the AFC playoff game. I'm not worried about nothing with the post and with the regular season or leading up until we play the Chiefs. My only concern is only ever when we play the Chiefs, are you going to have enough to beat them? Because going there and trying not to lose is not going to win. It's not going to work. So I think the Bills are fine, right? Get your merch, right? You got a great season ahead of us. We're not gonna be sweating it out towards the end like we were a couple years ago. Everything is fine, but do we have enough to win it all? As my only concern.
And that's the question. And that's the question that Brandon Beane, I believe, is asking himself right now.
Yeah.
McDermott is asking himself right now: is this unit good enough as we are to get over that hump? And that's all it is. And that's all it is for the next few years, as long as we got Josh. And I think they got to answer that question. They got to really have a self-evaluate. And this is perfect. Like I said, it's a perfect time for a bye week. Like you said, I mean, that's huge. The guys that Brandon Beane signed are coming back. We got two big signees that's coming back. Hopefully our rookie first round draft pick is going to be back after this bye as well. Like it's a lot of the defense can look a lot different just because the guys that we have is coming back. So we'll see the offense. I think it's going to look better because I think Brady's going to take this time. And I think Josh is going to play better too. I think Josh understands this moment. He's going to play better. And I think that's what it is. So shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Preach. We got here. Preach must be still grieving from the loss. No.
Preach actually rejoicing in the loss.
Yeah. I told y'all, trade Josh.
I told y'all, I'm the only one that said McDermott needs to get fired because the locker room. Like, I so my bad.
Preach over there. Doing his thing. He'll be back. Shout out to Matt too. He'll be back. Obviously, you see on the thing, OverdueBillsPod.com. OverdueBillsPod.com is where you get your merch. As you see, I got also. If you want some merch, go look over there. Any last thoughts before we get out of here, Mike? Any last thoughts you want to leave with the Bills fans before we get out of here, man?
Nope, just no. I don't know. We might be back next week. During the bye, especially if some moves happen, we'll be here to discuss. And this is our therapy. This is my therapy. This is where because nobody really texts in the group chat during the games besides me, Preach, and that's really just like, yo, we asked. This is where we come. This is where we come to really discuss and get our thoughts about the Bills.
The last time I text in the chat during the game, I text AFC. Was it maybe before? I'm being exaggerative, but the last time I remember was 13 seconds. Yeah, and I was like, that's my quarterback when Josh, hit Gabe Davis. I was like, let's go. And we lost the game. So I'm like, I'm never texting during the game again. I'm never doing it again. 13 seconds has scarred me forever. It is what it is.
He just Rado say nothing in the chat during the game. It's over.
It's over. No bad juju my way.
For all the fans come in and like say, write in the chat what your thoughts are. Go ahead, get your thoughts out. This is a safe space for everybody to express how they feel.
That's a fact, and it's a great show, Mike. Great show. We even longer than we said we was gonna go. We said we were gonna be short, but hey, man. But we can do what I do. Shout out to everybody who's watching. Everybody was in the comments. Shout out to all the sponsors. AOG. Shout out to Buffalo Fanbase. 26 shirts. We end every show with a little bit of hey. Let's go.
Only Buffalo is gonna win it,
Your heels up and shout.
Let's see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now.